Welcome to Pass I On, the podcast with Dr. Sean M. Nicholson, entrepreneur, author, and thought leader. In each episode, Dr. Sean takes you on a profound exploration, guiding you to activate your passion, unlock your potential, and discover your true purpose. This podcast isn't just a collection of words, it's a path towards a life of abundance. Get ready to dive into thought-provoking discussions, engage with expert guests, and tap into Dr. Sean's unparalleled wisdom. With each episode, you'll be provided building blocks necessary for sustainability and success. Are you ready to embark on this incredible journey of self-discovery and transformation? Well, get your pad and pen and text a friend. Pass I On with Dr. Sean is on in 3, 2, 1. Dr. Sean, take it away.
Thanks, Will. Welcome to Pass I On, the podcast. I'm your host, Dr. Sean M. Nicholson, and here is where we help leaders, entrepreneurs, and change makers activate their passion, potential, and purpose. This podcast is designed to inspire and equip with the tools, strategies, and mindset needed to build sustainable success in your personal as well as your professional life. Each episode will explore the key principles of leadership, resilience, and innovation through real-world examples and actionable insights. My mission is to guide you on a journey towards unlocking your full potential while creating a meaningful impact in your business and community. Let's get started. Well, today is very important topic, and it has to deal with mental health for high achievers. And we're going to discuss how it's important to focus on mental health for leaders and entrepreneurs. So we know that mental health is a big deal, and we want to be very sensitive around the discussion, but I want to be intentional about the discussion as it relates to mental health for leaders and for entrepreneurs. Now, it is very easy as an entrepreneur, as a leader, to experience burnout. And it's very imperative for you to understand and create ways of how you can address mental wellness, because it will ultimately transform your leadership and, well, not transform, but impact, or the lack of addressing mental health will impact your leadership as well as your productivity. What I want you to get out of this episode are some practical strategies for preventing burnout, for managing stress, and for staying mentally sharp for long-term success. My father used to say years ago, when I was just getting into working for myself and business and things, and he said, you got to be careful that you don't lose the very thing that you're working for. Very powerful words. All right. Okay. So now look, here are 5 practical, we're going to get right into it. All right. 5 practical strategies for preventing burnout, for managing stress, and for maintaining mental sharpness for long-term success. All right. You ready? Number 1, prioritize self-care and mindfulness. Now, you have to learn to incorporate daily self-care routines such as mindfulness, meditation, deep breathing exercises. All right. These practices can reduce your stress levels, it can improve your focus, and it can help you stay present in your tasks. A lot of times we get so overwhelmed and we're all over the place and we're not focused on the task at hand. This will help you to do that. Number two, set boundaries as well as delegate tasks. You got to learn to say no. That small word is the most difficult word to say in the English language. No. You got to learn to say no to tasks that don't align with your goals. And then you have to delegate responsibilities whenever it's possible. Setting boundaries protects your energy and it prevents overcommitment, which is a major cause for burnout. Number three, you got to break tasks into manageable steps. And I talk about this in my book, Pass Eye on the 7 building blocks of sustainability and success. You got to break things down into manageable steps. Organize your tasks into smaller, achievable steps because this will help you to avoid feeling overwhelmed. And it will also provide a sense of accomplishment when you complete each step. You know, that boosts motivation and it really gives mental clarity. Number four, um, incorporate regular physical activity. You know, you gotta exercise. You gotta exercise regularly, even if it's just a walk. You know that boosts your mood, it reduces stress, and it improves your cognitive functions. Right? You got to have some type of physical movement. Is very essential to staying mentally sharp and then maintaining your overall well-being. So incorporate regular physical activity. The fifth thing is you got to schedule time to rest. Got to schedule time to rest as well as recover. Making time, making time for regular breaks ensures that you get the rest that you need, and when you do that, you get significant sleep each night. And proper rest is critical, very critical for cognitive function, emotional resilience, and long-term productivity. So you got to make sure that you schedule time to rest and recover. Rest and recover. Okay. Those are some things that I feel that would be helpful for you as you on this journey towards mental wellness. And again, today we're talking about mental wellness for high achievers. Those my entrepreneurs and my leaders. How to prevent burnout and stay focused. That's what we're talking about. So again, prioritize self-care and mindfulness, set boundaries, delegate tasks, break tasks into manageable steps, incorporate regular physical activity, and schedule time to rest and recover. You know, mental health or mental wellness, we'll say, for leaders is very important. Mental wellness is essential for achievers, high achievers, especially those entrepreneurs and those leaders who face high pressure or face difficulties in high pressured environments. And when you look at this, you have to make sure that you don't neglect your mental health. This breeds burnout, decrease in productivity, and even long-term health consequences as a result of it. Mental wellness is very essential for high achievers. And again, I'm focusing and I'm speaking to my entrepreneurs. I'm speaking to the leaders that have high bandwidth and capacity, because this directly impacts your ability to perform at peak levels and make sound decisions and sustain long-term success when you're in those type of high pressure environments. Here's a few reasons why. What happens is we create what's called enhanced decision making. You see, mental clarity is very critical for making strategic decisions. And entrepreneurs, as well as leaders, often are faced with complex challenges that require quick thinking, processing and all. And mental wellness helps maintain the focus and the crispness and the balance needed for reducing the risk of impulsive and poor decision making when you're under pressure. So you want to make sure that you enhance it getting the understanding that mental wellness is so important that it will help you enhance your decision making skills. The second thing is that it's going to help you with resilience as well as adaptability. You see, high achievers face constant stress and constant uncertainties. You see, mental wellness fosters resilience. It enables leaders to bounce back from setbacks. A couple of episodes ago, we talked about resilience and the power of resilience. It helps you to bounce back from setbacks, and it helps you to adapt to change and to maintain a positive outlook even during difficult times. Resilience and adaptability. The third thing is to sustain creativity and innovation. You see, entrepreneurs, let me talk to you. We rely on creativity. We rely on creativity to develop innovation, to develop solutions, and ultimately grow our businesses. And a healthy mind is more open to new ideas and new approaches, while stress and burnout can stifle that creativity and problem solving ability. And I'm telling you, this is a fact. If you're burned out, you cannot be so quick and sharp and able to process things on a fly that help you in your decision making and your problem solving abilities. So make sure that you can have sustain that creativity and innovation by mental wellness. Also, number four, strong relationships and leadership. You know, mental wellness promotes emotional intelligence, right? Which is very key, you know, to effective communication, very key to collaboration, very key to team leadership, you know, and leaders who prioritize their mental health are more empathetic, they're more patient, they're better equipped to build and to maintain strong relationships. This is a fact, and I'm telling you, if you would apply these strategies and principles, I'm telling you that you would see that your life and your management and your overall leadership abilities will definitely make a difference. It would definitely make a difference. You know, a couple of things that we talked about, or that we do talk about in our practice, if you will, is soft skills and soft skills development. And you know, when you look at soft skills, they are very much impacted by burnout, very much impacted by burnout. So you want to make sure that you do the things that you need to do for your mental wellness, so that you can be okay with situations and making decisions when you're faced with all of these different things. Because if not, you're going to find yourself getting further and further away from the purpose of your business and the purpose of doing the things that you do. So I want to encourage you to do that. I wrote a book, or co-authored an anthology. It's a bestseller, as a matter of fact, a best-selling anthology, and it's entitled "The Essential Soft Skills for Leadership." Well, the essential soft skills for effective leadership, leading with grace, with Dr. Teresa Mosley. And so I encourage you. I encourage you to go to our website and get a copy of that, because that will help you with mental wellness as well. I believe it will help you. Okay. The fifth thing is prevents you from burnout and longevity, and having longevity. So without mental wellness, High achievers are more susceptible to burnout, and this can ultimately derail the progress, and it even not only derails progress, but it undermines your long-term goals. By managing stress and maintaining mental health, leaders ensure their sustained performance and um, personal well-being over time. So it's something that is long lasting. Maintaining mental wellness isn't just a personal responsibility, it is a strategic investment in your leadership development as well as your success. Now, I want to introduce you to something. It's a concept or the concept of sustainable success. And this is where mental wellness becomes the foundation for achieving long term goals. Okay. Now, the concept of um, sustainable success, it emphasizes achieving long-term goals without compromising your personal well-being. Making mental wellness a foundational element for high achievers and entrepreneurs and leaders. You see, sustainable success is not just about short-term wins. It's not just about rapid growth. It's about creating a balance and enduring the approach of success, or your approach to success, rather, that allows individuals such as yourself to thrive over time. Now, uh, here's how mental wellness um, basically underpins sustainable success. So, number one, mental wellness enhances your endurance. Okay, sustainable success requires the stamina to perform consistently over time. Right, never missing a beat. A strong foundation of mental wellness enables you to manage stress, to recover from setbacks quickly, and to maintain steady progress towards your long-term goals by avoiding burnout and fatigue. The second thing it does is it helps to create a balanced approach towards achievement. You see, mental wellness promotes balance by ensuring that the high achievers, they don't sacrifice their personal lives or their personal health or even their personal relationships just for professional success. You see, balance is a key, or the key to maintaining motivation and energy for long-term success. All right. Third thing is it improves decision making and clarity. Clear strategic thinking is very essential for entrepreneurs, high achievers, and leaders for making decisions that impact future success. Because now it don't only impact you, but it impacts others, the ones that you're leading, and those that are benefiting from your businesses. And when mental wellness is prioritized, entrepreneurs, leaders, high achievers, you can approach these challenges, which are inevitable. You can approach the challenges with clarity, and it helps you to make sound decisions that now align with your long-term vision. It all works hand in hand. Sustained innovation and creativity. Okay. Um, Basically, having um, sustained innovation and creativity is really having um, a mental state. How can I say? It's having a mental state uh, of mind that helps to foster the creativity, and the ability to innovate. And these things are very critical for sustained success. I mean, especially when when you're involved in a competitive and a fast changing environments. And that's the world that we're living in. And maintaining your mental sharpness, it allows you to keep evolving and to keep growing your businesses over time. The fifth thing is the resilience as success strategy. You see, mental wellness enhances resilience by enabling leaders to bounce back from your challenges and to continue to pursue the goals that you once set. Resilience is the key component for sustainable success. I'm telling you, and in my book, The 7 Building Blocks to Sustainability and Success, that's number 4, resilience. Resilience is the key component to sustainable success, ensuring that you can navigate the inevitable ups and downs and the ebbs and flows without losing sight of your mission. Very important. So ultimately, mental wellness is the foundation for sustainable and fulfilling the journey, really towards sustainability, success, long term. And without it, even the highest level of achievement can just feel hollow, can feel um, unsustainable, and it really can impact your businesses. Okay, so I encourage you. I encourage you to consider these things. And again, purchase my book, the Pass Eye on the 7 Building Blocks to Sustainability and Success. And you'll see that you'll see how we're able to identify what has helped me, during these past 30 years, just about in business, and being able to be resilient and to bounce back. And the great thing about bouncing back is that when you bounce back, it's like nothing ever happened. You never miss a beat. So that's very, very, very important. All right. But listen, we're going to break for a commercial, and then we'll come back and just continue this conversation. All right. We'll see you in a minute. Feeling stuck? Ready to turn your passion into real progress? At the Pivot to Passion Academy, we're here to help you transform your vision into success. We will equip you with the tools and mindset to achieve your goals. Our signature course, Pass Eye On, the 7 Building Blocks to Sustainability and Success, will unlock your potential. Along with a wide range of other courses, you'll gain practical strategies to overcome obstacles and build the future you deserve. It's time to take action, pivot towards your passion, and transform your life today.
Introducing the In Peace mobile app, your all-in-one solution to enhance church engagement. Stay connected with custom notifications, live streams, and secure online giving. Manage events, small groups, and members with ease, and boost participation and donations like never before. For a limited time, use the promo code PASSION24 for an exclusive discount on your subscription. Don't miss out. Subscribe today and transform your church's communication. My name is Felipe Coelho, and I'm the CEO and founder of In Peace. God bless you.
All right, all right. We are back. We're back. I am Dr. Sean M. Nicholson, and this is Pass Eye on the podcast. And today we're talking about a very important subject matter, and that's mental wellness. But not just mental wellness, but mental wellness for high achievers. So I'm talking to my entrepreneurs, I'm talking to the leaders out there that are really, you know, working within this fast-paced society and environment. And I want to show you how to prevent burnout and to help you to stay focused. So that's what we're talking about today, being able to prevent burnout. Now, how do we recognize the signs of burnout? How are we able to for leaders, that will eventually or ultimately um, help us along the way? Because this is something, because it's like we tend to overlook it, and that's physical fatigue, that's emotional exhaustion, right? It's decrease in motivation, and sometimes even a sense of um, detachment, really, from your business and from your friends and even from your families. That's a big deal. So how do we identify these things? Is what I want to talk about. Now, let's look at, for instance, the physical fatigue, and it may seem self-explanatory, but leaders may dismiss chronic physical exhaustion, and basically it's results from long work hours, but ongoing fatigue, despite rest, can indicate burnout. Now, it manifests itself in low energy, difficulty waking up, or even feeling physically drained, even after a full night's sleep. That's a big deal. These are some signs. I mentioned emotional exhaustion. Burnout often presents as emotional depletion. Have you ever felt like that? I mean, come on, entrepreneurs, come on, leaders. Have you ever felt that you know you can feel overwhelmed, you feel irritable, you feel unable to cope with the everyday challenges that you are normally used to dealing with, right? Emotional exhaustion can make you sometimes feel detached from your work, from the mission, from the business, and what happens is it begins to lead you to a diminished really sense of accomplishment or even pride on the things that you're doing. Um, Decreased motivation. Leaders are accustomed to high levels of drive, and sometimes, if our motivation is decreased, we find ourselves struggling with trying to get ourselves motivated. Tasks that once felt, exciting and felt um, fulfilling now seem burdensome, right? The loss of your enthusiasm and your passion, is a red flag. I'm telling you, listen, one key thing, if anybody is able to see if I'm burned out, my passion has decreased, and that's a true sign that I am experiencing burnout, when that passion draws up the lack of their passion draws that red flag up. Especially when you find yourself procrastinating and being disengaged from things. Cognitive overload, and really result to impaired decision making. Burnout leaders you may notice that you are more forgetful, that you struggle sometimes to concentrate, and that's just cognitive overload. That's when these small decisions that you have to make seem so monumental, right? That's a sign of burnout. And as a result, it leads to poor decision makers and leaders. You feel overwhelmed and basically just mentally drained. And another one is another sign is detachment or cynicism. And what I mean by that is you have a growing sense of detachment from work as well as from the people. And whether it's your team, whether it's clients, whether it's the organization, it can be an overlooked sign for burnout. Leaders, you become more cynical and more emotionally withdrawn, and that results to you losing the connectivity to the purpose that once drove your entire leadership. You see, these are some important tips. Decline in performance. Think about it. Even um, highly capable leaders, you know, you can notice a drop in your performance. You're missing deadlines. Your quality is low. Your failure to follow through on tasks, that can indicate burnout. And this decline is really, rationalized. Well, it's just a busy season, or yeah, I got a lot on my plate, or you minimize and deflect. And this is a sign that a leader is overwhelmed. Physical symptoms and stress, beyond fatigue. I'm talking about physical symptoms like headaches, like muscle tension, like getting sick or ill all the time, right? You have certain digestive issues going on, right? That are often ignored, but yet you ignore them because it's like they're unrelatable stressors, right? Indicators of stress. Well, the body signals burnout before the mind fully acknowledges it. One thing I'll say, that my body, I'm telling you, it will give me warning signs. It will give me warning signs, and now I can either accept the warning signs, or I can ignore the warning signs. And my body is very gracious, very gracious. It will allow me to ignore certain warning signs over and over and again, and then it'd be like, you know what? Since you're not going to pay attention, I'm going to give you no other choice but to pay attention, and it will shut down. It will shut it down. That I have no choice, but to get myself together. Okay. Um, so yeah, you want to make sure that you look at these things, because if you recognize these early signs of burnout, you know, it can make or break your leadership ability, and if you're able to take proactive steps towards the recovery, you're going to be better off. All right. See, when you address the burnout early enough, that it will prevent further decline, it helps you to restore a sense of purpose and a sense of energy and a sense of effectiveness. Okay. So I want to share that with you on today. Now, I got to continue to highlight the importance of self-awareness and making sure that you're using preventive care and proactive care, because burnout will uh, become very overwhelming to you. Things rather will come very overwhelming to you because of burnout. Now, there's a few tools for stress management, we'll call it, and I want to share those actionable tools with you. Now, this is how you the manage stress, as well as manage high um, pressure environments. One is time management. You got to learn to create a schedule. Create a schedule that balances your productivity with rest. It balances your productivity with rest. You got to practice mindful techniques. Practicing daily mindful exercises like meditation, deep breathing, they help to reduce stress. And then third thing is delegation. You can't do it all yourself. Even if you know how to do it, it's not wise to do it all yourself. You got to learn to delegate, and learning to delegate effectively can avoid you being overwhelmed. It can avoid, well, I'm the solopreneur and I don't have nobody to delegate it to. Well, listen, you're going to have to find somebody to delegate it to, or to pass it on to another day, because you cannot continue to have stuff pound on, and you don't have a balance, because you're going to become overwhelmed, and that's going to result to burnout. And once you get burnt out, that's going to implement it's going to impede your health, through stress and things. So you want to make sure that you pay attention to that. If you follow these techniques, I promise you'll be okay. Now, we talk about a lot of these techniques at the Pivot to Passion Academy. And that's something that I encourage each of you that are listening to become a part of, the Pivot to Passion Academy, because we're enrolling right now. And so that's a good segue. And we take those individuals that are overthinkers, the individuals that are compromised in their limited beliefs, and they just feel like, they can't get it done. We help you to come up with strategies and systems, plans that will help you with that. And those of you that are feeling overwhelmed, we can give you exercises and techniques on how that you repair your business as a result to you being burned out. We can help you to get from A to Z, if you will, by giving you necessary strategies and things that will really benefit you in the long run. You see, we hear often, there's this phrase said that it's not a marathon. I mean, it's not a race, it's not a quick race, but it's a marathon. And, because we don't want to get there fast, we do want to get there, but we want to be able to get there so that we can enjoy it. So it is a marathon. We got to take our time through doing steps like this, having these conversations, because I'm telling you, entrepreneurs, I'm telling you, leaders, I'm telling you, this is something that will totally destroy everything that you're working for if you don't pay attention to it. And the sad part about it, it's either now or later. That's the sad part. Hopefully you'll do it now when it's voluntary, as opposed to later when you're forced to do it. Okay. All right. Well, listen, we're going to take another break, and then we'll be right back with some more discussion. All right. I'll see you in a minute. Feeling stuck? Ready to turn your passion into real progress? At the Pivot to Passion Academy, we're here to help you transform your vision into success. We will equip you with the tools and mindset to achieve your goals. Our signature course, Pass I On, the 7 building blocks to sustainability and success, will unlock your potential. Along with a wide range of other courses, you'll gain practical strategies to overcome obstacles and build the future you deserve. It's time to take action, pivot towards your passion, and transform your life today.
Introducing the In Peace mobile app, your all-in-one solution to enhance church engagement. Stay connected with custom notifications, live streams, and secure online giving. Manage events, small groups, and members with ease and boost participation and donations like never before. For a limited time, use the promo code PASSION24 for an exclusive discount on your subscription. Don't miss out. Subscribe today and transform your church's communication. My name is Felipe Coelho, and I'm the CEO and founder of In Peace. God bless you.
All right, we are back. We are back. I am Dr. Sean M. Nicholson, and this is Pass I On, the podcast. And we are talking about a very important subject matter, and that is your mental health by way of managing your mental wellness. And I'm speaking to my entrepreneurs and my leaders in the fast paced, high, stressful work and stuff that we do. Now, before the break, we were talking about some tools or gave you some tools for stress management. And we mentioned time management was very important and how you should practice daily mindfulness and doing exercises such as meditation and deep breathing, because that's going to help you to reduce your stress levels. And delegation, being able to delegate certain tasks effectively can avoid you feeling so overwhelmed. And then really looking at time management, being able to create a schedule that not only balances productivity, but it balances your rest as well, taking daily breaks and things like that. It's very important. So let's talk about a term that we hear often, especially in the corporate sector, and that is work-life balance. Now, I have some opinions about the concept of work-life balance. I believe that is necessary. Don't get me wrong. I believe that it's necessary. I believe that it's more achievable in the corporate space, even the nonprofit. However, I feel that there are some challenges in maintaining work-life balance for high achievers, especially leaders that have roles where work can basically dominate your personal life, and those entrepreneurs that are trying to get a startup off the ground or trying to scale that once side hustle and hobby, and then now you're faced with 18-hour work days and so on and so forth. So I want to show you my solution to the idea of work-life balance. I want to show you how to effectively set boundaries between work as well as your personal time by ensuring that both of these areas receive adequate attention. Okay. Now, examples on how to maintain work-life balance and how to personally improve the effectiveness of your leadership um, will definitely increase your overall happiness. Now, when maintaining work-life balance, it's very crucial for entrepreneurs, as demands of running a business can easily overshadow your personal well-being. And a balanced approach ensures there's long-term success without sacrificing your mental health, without sacrificing your relationships, without sacrificing your personal fulfillment. Now, here are some strategies that I have adapted. Okay. So they've been tried and proven. I've adapted them for maintaining work-life balance as an entrepreneur. Now, it's going to be slightly different from what you may have learned in the corporate sector or the nonprofit sector or whatever the case may be. It's slightly different. Now, number one, this is familiar, but set clear boundaries. Okay. Now, define boundaries between your work and your personal life by establishing specific work hours and sticking to them. Now, here's the thing. For entrepreneur, we say that it's not part-time, not full-time, but it's all the time. And that is so true. However, if we're going to have this quote unquote work-life balance, if we're going to protect our mental health, if we're going to practice mental wellness, we got to define boundaries between work and our personal life by establishing specific work hours and sticking to them. Now, that means avoid taking work into personal spaces, such as your family time or weekends. Create a clear separation between work responsibilities and relaxation. That's the number one thing. Now, if you can create that, if you can set those clear boundaries the way that I'm expressing them, that will be a great foundation for the remaining of these. Okay. So set clear boundaries. Number two, prioritize time management. Now, for those of you that know me and you've even heard me talk about time management, I don't revere or regard time management by definition. I like to look at it more as priority management. Now, there's only 24 hours in a day. That's not going to change. I don't care how good you are. You will always have only 24 hours in a day. So efficient priority management is very essential. Use tools like task lists, calendars, project management software that will help you organize your day and focus on high priorities. I use a thing called the Eisenhower matrix, and the Eisenhower matrix divides my time, my schedule into four quadrants, and it gives me things. It breaks it down basically into essential, or not essential, important and not non-important things. And the way that works, it's color coded. Universal Design and Learning. It gives me it prioritizes things through important and non-important, and it colors them. It's things that I do first; those are important, right? Things that I do first, and things that I schedule, things that I delegate, and things that I just don't do. And so when you look at that, that's very important, because the things that I do first, those are important and they're urgent. Okay. They're important and they are urgent. The things that I schedule are less urgent, but still important. You see that? They're less urgent, but still important. And then I have what I delegate. Those are things that are important, or rather are urgent, but they're less important. Okay. So I can delegate them. And I'm talking about my personal schedule. And then lastly, I got things that just don't do. Those things that get on your schedule that you really don't really need to do. Those are the things that are not urgent nor important. All right. So again, 4 quadrants, things that I do first, those things that are urgent and important, things that I schedule, those things that are less urgent but still important, and then the things I delegate, those things are urgent but they're less important. And then lastly, the things that are neither urgent nor important, those are the don't do lists. Okay. Now, when you schedule your time for work as well as personal activity, you can ensure that neither thing is neglected. And that's how I refer to time management as priority management. Okay. Delegate again and outsource. This is a piggyback on that. Entrepreneurs, we often try to handle everything ourselves and we find ourselves overwhelmed. But if you delegate the tasks to people that you trust, like your assistant, your VA, or team members, or you even outsource these things that don't require your direct attention, what happens is this frees you up for strategic thinking, as well as it frees your personal life up. Okay. Incorporate self-care and downtime. Make self-care a non-negotiable part of your routine. Regular exercise, hobbies, leisure activities, they help reduce stress and maintain your mental sharpness. Schedule time for relaxation. This ensures that you're recharged and that you can approach your business with a renewed focus. Very important. Number 5, leverage technology. Now, that's me. Leverage technology for flexibility. I tell people all the time, I have certain softwares and things proprietary and things that I use to benefit me. Right now, if you can benefit from it, so be it. But it's designed to help me. Use technology to create the flexibility in your work schedule. Automate the processes. Use virtual communication tools. Implement systems that allow you to work, whether it's remotely or manage your business without constantly physically being there. I do everything from my phone and my phone, iPad, and my computer. Establish a support system. You see, it's important to surround yourself with a network of supportive friends, families, and even mentors who understand the challenges of entrepreneurship. Everybody ain't built for this life. They're not. But there are some that are. They can provide a strong support system. They can provide fresh perspective. They can give you encouragement and they can help you balance during high stress periods. Okay. Then the 7th thing is review your priorities. Okay. Periodically reflect on your priorities and then adjust them, tweak them with your work life balance accordingly. So as your business grows, or your personal life changes, you may need to reassess how much time and energy you're dedicating to both areas to ensure that the balance remains. Life's ebbs and flows. You got to make sure that you tweak things and reassess things to make sure that you're still on course, you're still on task. All right. When you create these intentional systems for work and for personal life, I'm telling you, entrepreneurs, I'm telling you, leaders, you can prevent burnout. You can maintain strong relationships and you can really sustain your passion for business for the long term. Leveraging mindfulness and productivity. Basically, uh, This not only helps reduce stress, but it also enhances productivity by improving your focus and your decision making. Here's some practical exercises that can easily be integrated in your daily routine, and it helps you to promote the mental wellness that I'm speaking about and productivity for entrepreneurs and leaders. Okay. Number one, mindful breathing. Take 5 or 10 minutes, 5 or 10 minutes of the day, or in spurts, or even the hour, you know, to set aside a few minutes for practice deep mindful breathing. Inhale deep for 4 counts, hold for 4 counts, exhale slowly for 4 counts. Repeat this 5 to 10 minutes. What's going to happen is that simple exercise helps reduce stress, it helps enhance your focus, and it resets your mind during the busy days. It can be done at any time, especially before meetings or even when you're feeling overwhelmed. Set a reminder on your phone, schedule it. Okay. Um, the second thing is reflection periods. Now, this normally takes about 10 to 15 minutes. So, the way to do this is dedicate a few minutes at the start or the end of your day for reflection. Okay. Consider key questions such as what went well today? All right. What challenges did I face? How can I improve tomorrow? You can even journal these thoughts for just simply, you can journal them, or you can simply just, say it in silence. Okay. For me, I like to write it down. I want to see it, I want to speak it. That helps me. Okay. So this daily reflection, it will encourage mindfulness. It will encourage self-awareness. It will encourage growth. It helps you to stay aligned with your goals, and it identifies certain areas of improvement while still fostering gratitude, for progress. The third thing is time blocking for deep work. Now, this is a little more extensive. It will take about 1 to 2 hours. And how you do this is you allocate specific blocks of time each day that are uninterrupted, that you can focus on work and on important tasks only. Okay. Use a timer and set it for like 60 or 90-minute sessions, and during which you're focused, put your phone on do not disturb, and you focus solely on one task without distractions. Turn off notifications. Like I said, you do not disturb, turn off emails, etc. All right. Now, by doing this time blocking exercise, what happens is it enhances your productivity and your creative juices to flow, and is dedicates you for periods of deep focus work. And this particular technique helps you to accomplish like high priority tasks more effectively. Okay. The fourth thing is to stretch. Take stretch and movement breaks. One good thing about the Apple Watch, you're able to set that if you're sitting for a long period of time, it will prompt you to get up. Okay. So incorporate quick stretching and movement breaks every hour to relieve tension. For those of you that are constantly at your computer, these are things like shoulder rub, what do you call it? Those shoulder rolls, do something like this, neck stretches. Some people, you ever heard they crack your neck and things like that, or maybe just get up and walk, revitalize your body and your mind. See, the benefit of that is regular movement. It prevents fatigue, and it boosts circulation, and it helps you maintain physical health. I'm telling you, these are just simple techniques, but so monumental, and it's crucial for mental sharpness and sustained energy throughout the day. The fifth and final thing is gratitude journaling, and I love doing this. Take about 5 minutes. Spend about 5 minutes of the day just writing down things that you're grateful for. Focus on your personal as well as your professional. And this will help you balance perspectives. You see, gratitude journaling shifts your mindset towards positivity. It helps reduce stress and cultivate a sense of fulfillment. It encourages you to appreciate the small things, the significant things. And those are things that get swept under the rug a lot. Okay. Now, these exercises, you can very easily tailor them to fit your schedule, and it will help you. Okay. Mindfulness practices have been very transformative in my personal life, as well as lives of my clients that I coach, especially in high stress situations where clarity and focus is very critical. And I vividly recall multiple times when juggling multiple businesses, business ventures, and community initiatives, and how that these practices helped me. And when I turned to it, it wasn't as a last result, but it was as a deliberate, strategic plan, to regain control over my day. So I'm telling you, it works. Okay. Well, listen, this has been helpful, and this has been good. And we hope that you have gleaned something from what we had talked about on what we've been talking about today. Okay. Now, listen, I want to encourage you to assess your current mental wellness and implement one or more of these strategies this week. That's the challenge for you. Okay. Thank you for joining me on today's episode of Pass On the podcast. If you found value in this conversation, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe so you don't miss an episode. I love to hear your thoughts and how you plan to implement purpose-driven strategies in your business and mindful wellness in your business and things that we need to talk about on this podcast. Now, don't forget to check out my books, Pass On, the 7 Building Blocks to Sustainability and Success, and Teach Me How to Pivot, Planning, Innovation, Vision, Outweigh Threats. If you're ready to take this business and leadership to the next level, I invite you to enroll in the Pivot to Passion Academy, where you can receive expert guidance to help you unlock your potential and build a purpose-driven and successful career. So until the next time, stay focused, stay resilient, keep pushing, and remember, passion is the ability to pass on. We'll see you next time.
Thank you for tuning in to another captivating episode of Pass On the podcast with Dr. Sean M. Nicholson. As we wrap up this episode, we hope you've learned a lesson you can start living today. Stay tuned for more incredible stories of passion, potential, and purpose in future episodes. If you enjoyed today's conversation, follow us on all social media platforms at Dr. Sean M. Nicholson. Don't forget to subscribe, and most importantly, share this podcast with at least 5 people in your life. Until next time, remember, passion isn't a secret to be kept. It's the ability to pass on.